before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Gede Pradnyanata. It's my number 231202180. So without any further ado, let's talk about computational linguistics. First, we have to know the objective of learning computational linguistics. First is to know the definition of computational linguistics. The second is to know how computer understand linguistics. And the third is to know what is NLP. And the end is to know how linguistics approach in NLP. So I have two experts that define the definition of computational linguistics. First is Johnson. Johnson stated that computational linguistics is a branch of applied linguistics dealing with computer processing of human language. And from Mani, computational linguistics seeks to develop the conversational machinery that needed for an agent to exhibit various forms of linguistic behavior. And next, I have a video of some experts that defining the definition of conversational linguistics.
Well, computational linguistics has several branches, just as artificial intelligence generally does. The field of artificial intelligence, computational linguistics, was initiated about 70 years ago by Alan Turing, a great mathematician who was one of the leading founders of the mathematical theory of computation. And for him, what is now called artificial intelligence was an effort to understand human intelligence using the means that were made available by the theory of computation in later years by the developer.
So, in conclusion, computational linguistics is an effort of computer science to develop or try to understand the complexity in language. Next, we're going to talk about how computer understanding. First, we have to know that computer learning understand linguistics from human. Computer is the same as human. They learning English from syntax, semantic, phonetic, morphology, grammatic, but different from human that they're learning it in real time. Computer is learning by human imputing the material to the computer. That's how computer understand linguistics. And next, we're going to talk about natural language process. It's the same as computational linguistics, but kind of different, but in the same branch. Natural language process is a machine learning technology that enables computer to interpret, manipulate, and comprehend human language, such as AI, artificial intelligence. Next is how linguistic approach the natural language process. We knew that in the computational linguistics that computer is understand the language of English. So the same with NLP, they have like a unique approach to the linguistic. First is syntax and parsing. Syntax studies the structure of sentence and the rules that govern sentence formation. And the approach of NLP in syntax is utilize the syntax rules to create parser that can break down and analyze the structure of sentence. This is crucial for tasks like machine translation and syntactic parsing. The example is translate. We knew that NLP can translate the way of English in grammatically correct to the French in the same grammatically correct. And next is semantic and meaning. Semantic focus on the meaning of word, phrases, and sentence, and how context influence interpretation. how NLP approach semantic is to apply semantic theories to develop systems that understand and generate meaningful language. And techniques such as word sense, disambiguation, and semantic role labeling are directly derived from linguistic semantics. The example is community guideline. Do you know community guideline, guys?
No.
Like if you commenting like negative thing, the comment of yours is like deleted, something like that.
Oh yeah.
So the NLP or the computer science can detect the meaning of the linguistic or language that you use. Next is phonetic etymology. Phonetic is the study of sound human speech and their organization within language. So the approach that NLP have in phonetic is uses phonetic and phonological knowledge in speech to recognize and synthesis application. Understanding the nuance of speech sound is essential for converting spoken language to text and vice versa. The example is Siri. You know Siri, right? The Google. So you can speak to them and they know what to speak. So it's the same like phonology. The computer science knew that how the sounds made and make them to the speech. Next is morphology and word formation. Morphology studies the structure of formation of words throughout morpheme, and how NLP approach to the morphology is to incorporate morphological analysis for tasks like stemming and grammatication, which are important for text processing and normalization. The example is like search engine. Do you know search engine, guys? When you search something like example like you search plane, but there's some like pop up like plane, the rules of plane. Is the way of NLP approach to the morphology. Next is pragmatic and context. Pragmatic is investigators how context influence language use and interpretation. How NLP approach in pragmatic is to leverage pragmatic theories to build more effective dialogue system and conversational agents that can understand and respond to contextually relevant information. The example is so because the video is still loading. So in this video we could see a new of ChatGPT, the ChatGPT 4.0 that it can make a conversation between a human with a rational conversation and not like a computer kind of conversation. And next is exercise. So I want you guys to join the quizzes. This one. And I'm gonna send the link to the group. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. Computational linguistics and natural language processing (NLP) are at the forefront of transforming how machine and human interact with a language. This interdisciplinary field combines the principle of linguistics with the computational techniques of computer science to develop tools and systems that can process and understand human language. And that's all for me, guys. Thank you for the attention.